Hey, this is Michelle. This video starts off with me just trying to get out the house and get something started. As you can see, I'm in my pajama top. There's a lot of background noise with the guys working on putting the gutters in. So I thought, let me just get something started. So I'm here with my styropor, clearing a lot of vegetation in this planting area so that I can get my squash in the ground. Not ideal for recording, so I'm just cleaning up, gathering all the debris, and then we're gonna get started planting. I think it's later in the day or possibly the next day, but just not ideal for recording sound. There's a lot of background noise. There is a lot of traffic noise, but the bottom line is we're getting it done. Cleanup is happening. As you can see, the styropor makes quick work of pulling up weeds, and I just got to gather everything to move it out of the space. Here we are, I believe it's later that day, maybe the next day. Got a new outfit on and placing the plants that I want to get in the ground. I'm going to set them up where I want them, and then we'll proceed to get them in the ground. Sit back, relax, enjoy the process. This is elderberry flowers, and I'm gonna make elderberry flower cordial. I can't wait, it's gonna be so good. One of these days I'm gonna make elderberry flower champagne. It's like a champagne, but I think it's just fermented elderberry flower. Something like that. I'm just gonna record what I'm doing. But what I really want to do is place the plants where I want to plant them, because if I don't get this done soon, it's never going to get done, and we're already late and behind. So I'm going to place the plants where I want them. I'm going to try to get my auger to work so that I can just dig holes really quickly, one after the other, just bang it out, and then I'm going to plant. I've got until 8:30 because that's about the time the sun goes down. We can do this. I might need a little help to get my auger working because my drill is like so hard, like tightly. Can't get the bit out. Can't get the bit out.
Oh, my Pajari died! Oh my god, I've never been able to grow a Pajari melon. I'm so mad. God. Oh, I'm so mad.
I just discovered my dead Pajari melon. I'm so angry because I've never been able to grow a Pajari melon successfully. I might have grown it 2 years ago at the community garden, but it didn't make it because somebody jabbed it with something, and it wasn't me who jabbed it. Okay, I've placed everything where I want it. Now I'm going to just work on getting it in the ground. This guy that has biotone fertilizer that's still in this bag, so I'm going to use this first. this is the post, rebar, and then the I think this is 1/2 inch PVC. And I'm going to plant the Crenshaw melon, and hopefully it'll reach the top and go over the string trellis that's over the top of these hoops. These hoops have been in the ground for years, and it took me quite a while to decide on a plastic to put over it. I finally purchased the black plastic 2 years ago. And I still haven't put it up, but I did put string over the top so that I can get some use out of the real estate up there. I don't know what this is. I think I can leave these two together. I mean, I don't really see the point in separating them, really. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. No, I'm not. I just will have to see what happens if I decide to save any seed. I may not get, I may have postponed seed, sheer hybrid seed, but that would be fine. I'll just figure it out when it happens. And then I'll have a guessing game to try to figure out what 2 plants cost. But it won't affect this year's crop, so that's basically why I'm not concerned on the pots. And then I'll have to transfer it onto a better system. I usually use the shims, contractor shims. Doesn't look like this for the time. I have to clean this whole area up. There's the lemon. I moved the lemon balm over there from the stuff I dug up down the ways there. Oh, I was going to put my loofah here. What is that? Oh, bugs. Okay, let me see. Do I want to put that here? I have to put my loofah here. So I wanted to get as much sun as possible, and the other post will not get enough sun because that elderberry is massive. Let me show you the elderberry. That is the elderberry. It spans from here to here, and it's just 2 bushes. Right now we're working here, so it's just, now you see I dropped that elderberry, dropped one in the house, so I will not be able to use it because there's no way to clean that. I'm gonna have to harvest. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see. I said I was gonna put my loofah here. Let me go get it. I have one sorry loofah plant that's already started, but I have a mason jar full of seeds. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to clean that efficiently, so I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to put this. What is this? Buttercup. Oh yes, the buttercup is very prolific. The first time I grew buttercup squash, it was insanely prolific. And it traveled extremely far. Maybe because it was shady kind of where I had it. So it was really stretching out before. And I had planted very late in the season. Like it was literally late July. And I got buttercup out of it. I definitely had, I think, 1 or 2. And I saved the seeds from it. No, I don't know if I saved the seeds actually. Because this was from the same packet of seeds from that few years ago. And the first time I planted it, it didn't sprout, so I bought more seed. And then I tried again, and it came up with the original seed that I already had. It came up. It's the thing, patience is a must when you're gardening. You know, things don't come up right away. Sometimes, depending on the condition, you don't realize the conditions are not ideal, and then you try again, or you just wait and they come up. Especially with things like summer crops like this, squashes, because they really like warm weather and they like for the soil to be warm. So if you plant it and it's not quite warm enough, the seeds will just sit there. But then again, if it's very wet, they will rot. But if you, let's say you plant them in the ground where the soil can dry appropriately, in between rain spells or watering, then they're likely to do well and not rot, and then they'll come up when the temperature is just right. This is why you see so many people who maybe dump their pumpkin seeds out, feed them to the chickens or what have you, and they get a lot of volunteer pumpkins the next year, or squash or whatever, zucchini, because the conditions are just right for that. When it's waiting for warmer temperatures, the soil is draining efficiently, so the seeds don't rot, like how they rotted in my pot because I wet them too much, or they get stuck in the rain inside the tray that has no holes and they just sit in water for too long. Okay, I really don't know what to do with this other one. I could put it right next to it. I guess I could. It's a little shady, which it might not do as well, but honestly, I don't know what else. Or I could put it in the other garden. I think I'll do that, because I do want to have success with this buttercup. Alright, so I'll leave that for now, and then I'm going to look at the other branch. Alright, I've got this mulberry branch. The end is cut at an angle to make it easy to get it down in the ground. And it's branched off up here, so I should be able to use it to prop or to guide this pumpkin. This buttercup squash, oh my gosh, not as easy as I thought, but it's fine. It'll make its way. By the time it gets up here, it'll be long enough and I'll have tangles and whatnot on it so that I can get it to root here. So where it connects from here to here should be easy to connect it once it gets up this branch. Oh, okay. So I have one more thing to get in the ground over the other side. And then it's not quite dark, but I kind of feel like I'm done for the night because I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous because there was a raccoon back here this morning. The raccoon was trying to get at my chickens. I was not home, I was still at work. And my husband called and I heard the poor girl screaming and really carrying on in the background. And he told me he scared the raccoon away trying to get in through the hardware cloth underneath there. That reminds me, underneath the egg box, and the lid over the egg box is in bad shape. It's rotting and I need to replace it. So I wanted to fix it today, but I didn't get to that because I needed help to cut the wood down. And I have something I can replace it with. I just had to get it prepared first to put it back. Put it into the box. I gotta do that before I go outside. Okay, so now but this area and all of this along the line, it is shady pretty early, but as it goes up against the wall or the fence and onto the trellis, it gets more light during the day. I've had good results growing plants up on the trellis along the fence in the past, so I'm pretty sure it will be fine. But while it's small, it will have to reach for light. Okay. One other thing before I go. Put some of these wraps and paper in the compost bin. I'm also nervous about this because I don't want to attract more clay. I can't keep this in the house any longer. If anything's back there, I'm a goner anyway. It's brown. This is disgusting. Kitty bitty, are you calling me? Ugh, yep. Tomorrow. It's getting dark. I'm getting nervous. So I still have all of this to plant, but I made a huge dent because there's a tray missing. So hopefully this week we can get it done before Monday. It is, what is it, Wednesday? And it's going to be 94 on Monday. I think it went up to 80 probably today. At least it felt like it. This is where the chickens are. Luckily, the raccoon bypassed this area because the hole where the mole or bowl or whatever was going in is over there. I dug the soil out, put the wire over there, under the soil further down, which is why the moles were able to get in there. And what did I do? Oh, they're in there now. They're hot. Look at how are you hot? If you could see this girl, she's got her wings spread a little bit. Are you hot? Why are you hot, sweetie? You're looking at me like, girl, you'll never call me sweetie. Well, right now I just did. Why are you hot? Go in the other bar. You have 2 bars spread apart. Yeah, it's not wintertime. Should I close this door? Will you guys feel better if I close the door? I'm scared. I don't want you guys to get hurt. I'm gonna close the door for added security. Because this thing is good, but I don't trust it. I don't trust anything. Raccoons have damn thumbs, practically. This latch is fine, but I should have a carabiner on it. But I don't have any of these. I don't think I have any. I used to keep a carabiner on it. You know, I talked about coinky dinks and jinxes and things like that. And I don't remember if I said it out loud that day or not, but I'm sure I thought about it. That I had never had a raccoon or an opossum or anything else come after my chickens before, and look what happened. So sorry, this is the hoop cover, but it's rotted, and I don't have a carabiner for this either. And this girl is broody. She really is. Okay, I'm gonna deal with you, but I can't do that with a raccoon lurking around. Or now that I know there's a raccoon lurking around, because they're always lurking. Alright, I need to find some bricks, which I have plenty. And for now, I'm going to put bricks on top just to slow it down, so that, you know, I could hear it if it comes, and then get up and scare it. Another thing we agreed on is that we really have got to get this area cleaned out. But we need another dumpster to do that. I do need to water in my seedlings. I really do need to water in my seedlings. I think I'm going to have to tough it out a little longer and get that done. I'm really nervous about being out here right now. It's late. It's getting dark. Look at the sky. There's no light because there's no electricity upstairs. The lights on the house are not done yet. So the electric is not done. I'm trying to see which is the best way to go. Maybe that way, because it's already stretched this way. Oh jeez. This is hard. I mean, it could be a lot worse. There are a lot worse things going on in the world. But I'm allowed to have frustrations about my own backyard garden. So I'm frustrated because we don't have an outdoor faucet set up. Oh my God, I'm gonna fall if I'm not careful. So let me do this real quick. So we don't have a setup for the faucet. So right now the hose is connected to the basement utility sink faucet and up through a hole in the floor because the back room is not done yet, and out through the window. And luckily it's a 100-foot heavy-duty hose. That's why I have water out here. But I need a faucet out here because this is really tough. Oh, I gotta turn this down. Really tough to maneuver. I mean, it's gonna be tough even when I get a hose out here, because a faucet out here, because there's still so much junk like here. Sorry for the sound effects. But it's just taking time to get certain things done. Hopefully, I mean, because outside honestly is just not the priority. Inside is the priority. I'm just trying to tough it out despite everything that's going on in the house. And out here, and the mess, and this and the that. So I'm trying to garden despite the challenges, despite the setbacks, despite everything not being set up the way it needs to be set up. Despite the fact that there's a pile of sand, construction sand, in the backyard. And despite the fact that it's super hard. Oh, hey, firefly, lightning bird. What do you call them? Fireflies, can you see it? There it is. Firefly or lightning bug, or both. I remember catching them when I was a little girl. Running around this very same backyard to catch fireflies and put them in a jar. Those were the days. Oh my God, my kids don't do that. I don't remember if they ever did that. I think when they were really young, I showed them. My son might have done it, but the girls I don't think have done that. Oh my God. Nostalgia. Talk about a tangent, okay? I'm trying to get this hose. Okay, there we go. It's hard. It's a heavy hose. It's a good hose. It's a heavy duty hose. Okay. So I'm watering in my seedlings. I'm gardening despite the difficulty that I'm having doing it. I'm still doing it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the other side. I'm going to have to put the hose on a different setting because honestly this hose is hard to pull. So I'm going to make it work by changing the setting on the hose. Work smarter, not harder, right? Sometimes we're successful. I'm not going to go too crazy because I can come out in the morning and give the water in the morning. This will get it through the night. This will settle it in, settle the soil around the roots. And then I can come back in the morning and do the good watering, put my labels up. I can reach all the way to that last planting down there. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. Yeah. Okay. And my rupa and my buttercup for there. Yes. And I've gotten something accomplished. Look at my babies in the ground. Look at that. So many of my squash in the ground. I'm so pleased. There's corn over there, or the corn among all those weeds around planting. I've taken down all of the Jerusalem artichoke over here that I didn't want, and I just laid it down over the soil so that it could cover the soil. Because the soil would have otherwise been exposed where all those plants growing up tall over there. Look at another firefly. I don't know if you could see it. It lights up again. There it goes. Let's see. I'm going to have to turn the hose head down to get it. And it's working. I'm going to get that raspberry in the ground too. Oh, okay. I'm going to leave this back here. And I'm going to take my tail in the house because I'm nervous. It's dark. It's officially dark. Okay. I'm going in the house. Thanks for hanging out with me. I feel good about getting those things in the ground. Somewhat securing my chickens for the night. I really hope that it's sufficient to put all those bricks on top. I'm still very nervous, but it's the best I can do for now because I just don't have the ability to fix it the way I need to. But tomorrow's a new day, and God willing, chickens will be okay through the night, and I'll get it done tomorrow. King, are you waiting for me? Hi, Booba Kitty, Kingy. Hi, you're not a kitty. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's it for tonight. That's it for today. Tomorrow's a new day. Maybe I'll take you with me again tomorrow. Get some stuff done. Because I think you guys are really helping me. And the fact that I'm recording, because there's no you guys right now. But we're pretending that there are you guys right now. There's King. Can you see him? King. Hi, Kingy Kingy. You want to come out and patrol for a raccoon? For mommy? Come. Come. See. Ah, no, Kitty, you can't come out. Only King. I'm trying to keep that cat inside. You want to run outside for a minute, King? Oh, no, wait a minute now. No, you know what? I changed my mind. No, what are you doing? I don't want you to step in my garden or my plants. So let's not. You stay inside. Go ahead. Go inside, King. Look at that cat trying to get out. King, can you go back in, please? You're sniffing. He's just sniffing the air. Just sniffing. Isn't he handsome? Is he such a handsome dude? King. Come inside, boo-boo. All right. King will say bye to you today. Say bye-bye, people. Say, lady, you're crazy. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but ain't nobody there. It's just a camera, right? Okay.